Did I do it? Did I meme? Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm joined by two very special guests. Do you want to come in? Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm joined by two very special guests. Isn't it crazy that I can fit an entire studio audience in my kitchen? So, this slightly off-centered person is Joy. You might recognize her Twitter because she has recommended two videos that I've made. And this is her son.
You can tell.
They
You
look just
exactly like... He has my eyes. Right. He's so developed for his age.
So, I had a video idea not too long ago, and it requires some context. So when I was younger, I used to really be into voice acting. Not that I ever did any voice acting, I just wanted to try it. Never did anything with that, but I came up with a few characters when I was younger. Okay. So I had the idea, because she is an artiste, that I'm going to embarrass myself doing these voices, and she is going to draw what the characters look like. Shut up. If you didn't think you'd see Editor JP, then you haven't seen any of my videos. I never think out my videos as much as I should. We both kind of had different ideas of what to do to fill the time while she's drawing. So in the original raw footage, we both presented our ideas and we were like, okay, I'm gonna edit to fill in whichever ends up happening. Nothing that we said was gonna happen ended up happening. I like to talk, and so I surround myself with people who also like to talk. So we really just started talking about whatever. So I just wanted to jump in and say that there is no cohesive theme to what we're talking about while she's drawing. Also, to make up for filling your time, I just got this really cool Fred Flintstone salt shaker. And Barney. So while she's drawing, I'm just gonna kind of talk about how that character came to exist. I've forgotten a lot about the characters that I created, but if there's any random facts about them, I'll definitely bring those up. Okay, so are you ready for the first character?
Yes.
The first character's name is Corky.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and do the voice, and then I'm going to kind of explain Corky's origin. Okay. All right? He doesn't say a lot, not because he can't, but because I can't in the voice anymore. Because when I was practicing the other day, I just couldn't say much in the voice anymore.
My name Corky, I like ice cream.
I just maxed out that audio, sorry. So do you need any facts before we go? Because most of my facts about Corky are like how Corky came to be.
Yeah.
And not so much about Corky.
All right.
But you know the main fact about him already.
He likes ice cream.
He really likes that. That's all he lives. He does not eat anything else.
Okay, so just ice cream.
Just ice cream.
Are his doctors concerned like I am?
Oh, he doesn't believe in doctors.
Oh, no. So one other question I can think about when asking about Corky. When you think about Corky, what shape do you see?
Oval.
We're on the same page. Would you say that he's a cleanly person or a lazy person? Like, when it comes to his appearance.
Oh, his appearance. He's definitely lazy.
Okay. All right. I got you.
He only eats ice cream.
I got you. Like, where mentally did Corky originate?
I had a friend when I was like 19-ish that I lived with, and we would just kind of bounce impressions, because I also used to do impressions too. We would bounce characters and impressions off of each other. Corky just kind of came to be from a character he had called Cookie, totally different character, but Corky and Cookie were brothers.
Did
I
you
can't
like
do
cookies?
Huh?
Do you like cookies?
No, he also liked ice cream.
Why?
It was the voices were different, the characters essentially the same. And so we had Corky and Cookie.
I thought you said they were different characters.
No, they're different characters.
But personality-wise, the same.
Yeah. It was. We would go back and forth.
So he's a great value cookie.
He's a what?
Great value cookie. You got main brand cookie, and then you got...
I remember that because my roommate was older, Cookie was older than Corky, so Corky was the younger brother. This was actually my first, like, original voice. You know, the character's not really that original because it's basically ripped off of the other, but my first original voice was Corky.
I got it.
I don't claim that any of my characters are good, because I thought of them all when I was, like, younger. He was kind of partially inspired by, I forget his name, but it's a character on King of the Hill, Jimmy Witchard, whose name I just spent
Way too long.
10, 15 minutes trying to find.
You gotta shake it! That don't work if you don't shake it!
So that is who Corky's voice was based after. So I feel like I feel like the two characters are kind of related.
Rip-offs.
Yeah.
They're all rip-offs.
Well, Corky in general is a ripoff of several characters, but just enough of not a ripoff for me to consider him an original character. All right, we're gonna see if Corky in my head matches with Corky in her head.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Do I show you first?
Oh my god. He's like slightly chubbier than he was in my head, but for the most part,
If he only eats ice cream.
the hair is perfect. My next one is going to sound like a ripoff, but this I would consider to be kind of my first original character, even though right out the gate it just sounds like a ripoff. But there's a backstory, there's a reason that it's not a ripoff. So my next character is Wandy Newman. Not to be confused with singer Randy Newman. Wandy sings everything. He does not talk, he only sings. His favorite song is Randy Newman's You've Got a Friend in Me.
You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me.
That's his voice.
Did Wandy even watch Toy Story, or are they like a hipster about the song? Like, I listened to it before Woody.
Wandy likes Toy Story. He likes anything with Randy Newman in it.
Did he specifically watch Toy Story because it features?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Wandy Newman is an obsessed Randy Newman superfan. He stalks Randy Newman. At all times when Randy Newman's on the move, Wandy is not far behind.
We're sitting at a table. You're drawing my voices.
Okay. I think I got it.
And I do want to put this out there.
Yeah.
He does not look like Randy Newman, but he wants to. There was this local band in Nashville called Farewell Fighter, and they had a really good cover of You've Got a Friend in Me. I decided that I wanted to like sing along to the original because I'm terrible at singing, but I like singing. And so I like kind of legit tried it, but then I got embarrassed that I was legit trying to sing. And so I just went into that voice and it just stuck. Whoa! Lizard on a chair. Did you say Shaggy?
Yeah.
The other day I was getting ready to go to work, and Kayla just woke up out of her slumber and said, "You look like Shaggy," and then went back to bed.
I hope you know that, like, that's truly what she thinks of you. You're extremely powerful. Did you ever see the one meme where it was, like, right when, like, Infinity War had just started, like, dropping, and it was, like, obviously the Infinity Stones, and it was a Shaggy meme, like, cool, you fell into my kidney stones. And he was talking about the glove, and I was like, don't do this to me.
Are you saying Shaggy?
Yes.
Like from Scooby-Doo?
Yes. You never heard of the Shaggy memes?
No.
You have to at least acknowledge the impressive repertoire that is Superior Shaggy Boy. Also, like, the modern new Scooby-Doos, I don't know if you've ever watched them, but, like, there are things in there that should not be in there.
I feel like that's pretty true for, like, a lot of kids' shows. Like, if you've ever gone back and watched shows from when you were younger, like, there's so many dirty jokes. Especially in, like, Looney Tunes, I think was the one that was, like, really bad about it. But SpongeBob, too, like, there's just dirty adult jokes.
Well, see, like, the problem with it, like, one of them was that,
This is kind of turning into more of a podcast, and I'm here for it.
That's fine. This is kind of what I envisioned happening anyway. But, like, basically, it was, not the newest one, but it was, like, kind of the newer, more modern Scooby-Doo. More modern Scooby-Doo. And, essentially, they were, like, it's in one of the first few episodes. They're at Freddy's mansion or whatever, and he's into traps. But traps mean, like, actual, like, booby traps. And he has a trap magazine on the couch. Daphne walks over and picks it up, and he goes, "Don't look in there." And she goes, "Freddy!" And he goes, "I read it for the articles." I'm serious. Like,
I love it. I've always liked the idea, like, not in real life, of course, but in, like, fiction, I think, like, the super creepy stalker, like, celebrity stalker characters are really interesting. Yeah. K-pop stans.
Oh, God. Don't even start this battle. You will not win. It's done.
Oh, you're done?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, my God. That's terrifying. The third character, and I think this one's my favorite character, is Madge.
Just Madge?
Just Madge. Probably the most realistic character, and definitely the one that hurts the most to do.
So Madge, she's kinda like this old woman. She's been around the block, if you know what I'm saying. She always says some inappropriate things to the kids.
Oh.
She's like the type of old woman that'll call you sweetheart. Mm-hmm. And then just shit on you behind your back. I'm gonna have to edit that out.
Look, you said that in her voice, though. I'm gonna have to edit that out. So, Madge, she has that type of voice. You said she's the most painful to do.
Yeah, like, physically, like, my throat. I can only do her for so long.
Gosh. Okay.
Heyo!
A lot of people probably have the same sentiment.
I think I've got the most backstory on her, too.
The impression I get is 100% her perfume is a la cigarette.
Well, she always smells like smoke, but she tries to cover it up with way too much actual perfume. But it's like that old lady perfume where, like, one squirt is way too much, and she's just doused in it.
What if she actually uses poopery?
If it's enough to cover the poo, it'll do.
Madge can that's absolutely something Madge would do.
She feels like the type of lady that would go into Dollar General and give you a Walmart coupon. Or a Walmart gift card.
Extreme cheapskate.
Yes.
Yeah.
This was 6 cents in
I need-
1964.
I need to speak to your manager. This coupon only expired 11 years ago, sweetheart. Sweetheart. I'm gonna have to edit that out, too.
Does she dye her hair a lot? Like she's in denial of being gray?
No, she just
lets
lets it
it
gray.
go? Honest to God, I feel like she's the type of person who would go to a hairdresser just for them to brush her hair.
I can't do this today. Linda, get the brush!
The reason that they'll do it is because she's just such a hassle to deal with.
She's the one that you
Just
can't
like,
refuse her, but
brush,
just get her out.
Just brush her hair and let her go.
Whatever you do, don't ask about coupons. She will present a coupon before she gives you her card. She's just like, it's on me, honey. And it's a Monopoly dollar.
This was from the original 1935.
She starts trading in knickknacks instead of money. It's just to get stuff out of her house. Like, they're sitting there and they're like, okay, it'll be $19.95, ma'am. And she goes,
Here's mugs that my grandkids said I don't want them.
and then she just leaves.
I hate those kids.
One thing, and this has always been like a huge trait of hers, she doesn't love anyone except for her nieces and nephews. Like, screw the grandkids, screw the kids. She loves her nieces and nephews.
That's rough. I would hate to be on her family tree.
She's got an actual, like, portrait family tree, but it's just X'd out over most of them. She had kids too early, and so she kind of associates those kids with, like, struggle, so she just doesn't like them. But she was always close to her sisters growing up until they had a big falling out
After the war.
Oh, which one?
The war.
Just the kids are like, we don't even know which
Or
one.
I think it was originally
The accident.
but I guess just now I changed it to the war.
When Walmart stopped accepting her coupons.
Yes. But she was close to her sisters long enough to get to know their kids. And so she just adores those kids. But that's the only thing that she loves.
Oh.
Or the only people that she loves. She also loves cigarettes.
She used to like go out and cut her own tobacco and crap.
You kids have it so easy these days with your Newports.
I 100% know what her political affiliation is. Green Party.
Jill Stein 2020, sweetheart.
I don't know. I just fill a bubble in and tell them to leave me alone.
They try to summon
They
her.
want me to be in there for like 10 minutes without a cigarette. When I was a kid, you could smoke cigarettes at the booth.
You had to smoke a cigarette to mark your ballot.
I wonder if I could do Angry Madge. It's gonna hurt.
You had to smoke a cigarette to sign your ballot.
Like, God doesn't even know why she's still here. It's because the Reaper does, like, he goes up to her door and he goes, I have to talk to her. And she sits there and she goes,
I have a coupon for another year.
he's like, God, I have to honor this. Alright. Are you ready to see Miss Madge?
I'm ready to see Madge. She looks like Marge Simpson a little bit.
That's the point. Whenever you said Madge, I heard Marge Simpson. And then her face, her design,
Oh my God.
her design is...
The hair distracted me. But
Yes, the face is...
a cigarette in her hair.
Yes. Also, the reason she looks the way she does is I based her off the Mad TV character because, like, that's what her...
Is that tears in her face? Or is that, like, running...
It can be...
It's whatever we
She
want
doesn't
it to
even
be.
know what it is. I don't even know. Like, she uses tear stain remover, like, for dogs.
I love this. This is... I don't know if it's because Madge is my favorite character or if this is just the best design, but I'm absolutely in love with this one.
Honestly, I think I'm the happiest with her.
So I had to take a quick little break, and while I was gone, she decided to color in Madge. And this is the most glorious thing I've ever seen.
You can see Wendy back.
Then we got Wendy Newman again. So I'm gonna rate it. I am gonna rate it 1 out of 10.
Okay.
And it's not like how good I think it looks, but how close to
your
the
image.
original character. So in third place, I'm gonna go with Wendy Newman. I love this. He's not very close to the original in my head, but it's like good enough to where I'm willing to change what's in my head
I'm
about
willing
him.
to accept some corrections.
So on a 1 to 10, I'm probably gonna say, compared to the original, probably also like a 4, but I'm giving it a 6 because I'm willing to change.
I'm willing to change.
So as far as Corky goes, so close to what was in my head. Like, there's nothing that I don't think there's anything I see that I could correct you and be like, no, it's like this.
Mm-hmm.
It just looks different in my head,
Yeah.
but I can't explain it. Still beautiful, giving it an 8. And then in first place, as I think we all assumed, is Madge, now in Technicolor. Madge is just perfect. She is. I want to punch this picture, which is a Madge vibe. That's
Yeah. She feels like you take that charge.
so. And a rating that I never give on anything ever. I am going to give Madge. Only because I can only rate it up to 10, I'm going to give a 10 out of 10. Perfect score on
Thank
Madge. You did a fantastic job on all of them, but Madge
I know.
is our shining star.
I feel she's the one that connected the most with me. For like
I really connect to that 104-year-old smoker.
she connects to a lot. Except Wi-Fi.
So, end results, no question, Madge is the winner. Whoa, there was that studio audience again.
I know. My God, they're great.
Thank you, Joy, and our special guest. Anyways, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like. And you should also subscribe to me or I will cry. And if you want to follow me on any of my social medias, they will be playing in the outro. And I'm going to throw Joy's up as well. So if you would like.
Okay, bye.